welcome back to the Lovin Dubai Show podcast. It's Friday morning. We spoke about the UAE backing a 21-day ceasefire amid Israel-Lebanon tensions. We also spoke about everyone ranting about Coldplay ticket resellers and the truth about the wife of the millionaire who actually bought her an island.
Did you guys get a Coldplay ticket? Let us know. And as well, don't forget to subscribe to the Lovin Dubai Show podcast wherever you get your podcast from, and enjoy.
Good morning, Dubai. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai Show, where we go through the top trending stories that everyone across the country is talking about. Our top story for you today: the UAE backs a 21-day ceasefire amid the Israel-Lebanon tensions.
As well, the 4 UAE soldiers who lost their lives in the UAE.
We're also talking about the pesky Coldplay ticket resellers. I think a lot of people are ranting because they still haven't managed to get tickets.
And as well, a wife of a Dubai millionaire claims he had gotten her an island. Everyone's dream.
Everyone's dream. And at 8:50, we're going to welcome Dr. Harmeek Singh on the show, talking all about Dubai Women's Run 2024. It is the empowering women's run of the year, and it's back.
It is 356 days since the genocide continued in Gaza on October 7. The current death toll stands at 41,534. The number of injured people is 96,092, and 1.9 million people have been displaced from their homes.
In today's rapid weather report, highs of 37 degrees. Humidity is also high at 76%, basically meaning it's sticky out. It feels like it's raining, and that is that.
And let's jump to our first story. The UAE backs 21-day ceasefire amid Israel-Lebanon tensions. So in a significant diplomatic move, the United States, France, several allied nations, including, of course, the United Arab Emirates, have called for an immediate 21-day ceasefire alongside with what's happening between Israel and Lebanon border. Now, this decision follows intense discussions at the United Nations earlier this week.
The proposed ceasefire would be applied to the blue line, which is the line between Lebanon and Israel, allowing both parties to engage in negotiations aimed at a potential diplomatic resolution. This initiative would be crucial to maintaining stability in the region.
The Ministry of Foreign Affairs released a statement via X that emphasizes that this turmoil serves neither the people of Israel nor the people of Lebanon, and underscores the urgent need for a diplomatic settlement that prioritizes civilian safety.
To facilitate this, the coalition urges an immediate 21-day ceasefire along the Lebanon-Israel border, aimed at creating a conducive environment for diplomatic discussions in line with the UNSCR 1701 and UNSCR 2735. Now, we're going to follow this closely.
Well, they urged all parties, particularly the governments of Israel and Lebanon, to endorse the ceasefire to pave the way for genuine diplomatic efforts. Of course, our hearts and prayers are with Lebanon.
And we'll be monitoring this situation closely. As we said yesterday, flights with Emirates, they've said they're stopping until October 1st, while other airlines have suspended until further notice. And when we have updates on that, we'll bring them to you for sure.
Now let's jump to our next story. The 4 UAE soldiers who lost their lives in the line of duty. In an update from the Ministry of Defense, His Excellency Matar Salim Al-Dahiri has reported that 4 soldiers tragically lost their lives and 9 others were injured during a duty-related incident while transporting ammunition to a military camp.
In a heartfelt statement, Al-Dahiri extended his condolences to the families of the fallen soldiers. A delegation from the ministry has visited these families to offer their support and, of course, wish them patience during this difficult time.
The UAE's Ministry of Defense as well announced 4 members of its armed forces have died and 9 others were injured, as we mentioned earlier, after they were involved in an incident while performing their duty for the country.
You can see the scenes behind us here from their military service, where they were saluted by their fellow colleagues. There are also 9 injured were visited by His Highness Sheikh Hamdan, Crown Prince of Dubai. Our thoughts and prayers are with their family of the deceased. We'll jump in to our next story. Still managing to take headlines across the country. Yesterday was the second day for pre-sale, and people are ranting about the resellers. Yeah. So the internet was buzzing yesterday with a mix of fiery rants, and then you had pure internet smuggery. So you've got the people who managed to secure their tickets to what shall be the triple threat of gigs of the decade during the second pre-sale yesterday. And then you've got the others who faced the same issues as they did on day one. They waited in line for 7 hours and they did not manage to get their hands on the tickets.
Well, I think, you guys can imagine their pure distress when they see tickets being resold as they still are waiting in line. Of course, I have a theory that I was discussing with a friend yesterday that I want to share. I think that the 3-day concert, no, actually, not the 3-day, the 3-day concert was a plan. I think so.
Yeah.
For sure, because if you think about it, I was thinking about it from the expenses wise, right? Mm-hmm. I don't think it would take a lot of money for them to actually decide on the same day as the tickets actually do go live that, hey, we are going to have a second day concert.
And so why do you think they didn't announce 3 at the very beginning?
That's the thing. Why? I don't know. But I was thinking, back then I remember Coldplay saying at the beginning of the year, at the beginning of the year, I still have the video, I had it saved on TikTok, that they are going to be at a very special city for a while. Why would they say a while? So it is.
You need to do a TikTok deep dive. You need to create that story and say, we knew.
I knew Coldplay. You better. Look, if you don't want me to expose you, just give me some backstage tickets. It's fine.
Yeah, well, you just did. So, speaking of exposing, what's happening is this blogger, for example, her name is Kalejette. She said she started her position queuing at 36,000 yesterday, which actually is not bad. I started at 120,000 the day before. And then in that position, she goes on to Twitter and she sees people are already selling their tickets online. So you're still queuing as a fan and there's people already reselling. She pointed out 2 people. She said Anong and Amelia are already selling their tickets to make a profit while she was respectfully waiting in the queue, and she said their behavior is disgusting. Or entrepreneurial.
No, it's really bad because why would someone do that? Imagine someone's who really loves Coldplay and Coldplay is offering the tickets at this amount of price, and then someone gets all of buys a big amount of tickets, and then sells them just to make profit. That's evil. That's actually.
I mean, evil is a strong word. I think it's entrepreneurial.
No.
Because I think there'll be people. I thought about it.
Really?
Yeah, I thought about it.
Oh my God, Casey.
I thought about it because I'd be that would be such an easy. I've never thought about it before. So many concerts have come and gone. It's just it was the hype of Oasis, which was announced, and they're having their UK re-tour, and there was so much emphasis on getting these tickets, and you saw the resale value, and I just thought if I managed to get a couple of tickets, would I go through with the resale? And I wouldn't actually do it, but I can see why some people would be tempted to. But what I think about the resale here, it was so blatant. Mentioned yesterday, this girl on the WhatsApp group or one of these Facebook groups in Dubai, which I love. She was on the group, can't remember her name, within an hour reselling, and it's just so wait a minute, wait for a month, and don't act as though that's exactly what you were doing. Have respect for the fans. And and pretend that you can't make it, pretend that something's happened within the 6 months. Don't resell while people are still in the queue, not able to get their tickets. It's too blatant. So if you see me selling tickets because I can't make it.
Oh my God. so you,
for a pricely sum, you'll know what I did. No, I didn't queue. I didn't queue you yesterday, but I might queue today. I should queue right now because you know what's going to happen. It's on Ticketmaster.
Look, I'll tell you something. Okay?
I'm not planning to resell tickets.
Guys, just Well, thank God my sister got me tickets in the amount of price that is not more.
Okay.
Yeah.
On Tuesday.
I mean, my sister, all that she asked for me after getting me tickets was to call her princess and queen.
Fair enough.
For the rest of my life, and I agree.
Massa says the same. Your sister has to feed you and treat you like a queen at home. I think it's fair enough. I mean, you were the lucky few. Yeah. You got the golden ticket. Like, I act as though I'm like whatever about it, but like I really wish I managed to get tickets. I just the first day I was just queuing for like 7, like you know when you're doing it, and I just was like, ugh, I can't do it. But maybe today I'll go back in queue.
I mean,
so you guys got the golden tickets.
I mean, I got the tickets. I got the tickets, right? And when I got the tickets, I started screaming. Oh yeah, you were not in the office. I was having my lunch because I was like very devastated, and I'm an emotional eater. So I was having like my lunch, and I was so disappointed and pissed. And then my sister calls me, and she's like, "I got the tickets." I was like, "Ah!"
It was the same yesterday. Saima going back and forth. I was sitting with her at lunch. And she got to the point where she got down to 0, and then she puts in her thing, and then an error code comes up, and she was like, it's happened again, like I'm not going to get it. So I left her, and 30 minutes later, we're on the other side of the office. This office, by the way, is at least 100 meters, and I just hear, and then the whole office goes, yeah, because she got tickets. And this video I love as well because it's the whole office is clamoring around one person because everyone's like 10,000, 20,000, 30,000. And when you get down to that sweet spot number, everyone's like, did you get it? And then they have, because I did get down at the beginning on the first day, and this is why I was just so over it, that the Ticketmaster makes this beautiful sound. Maybe you didn't because your sister got them. It goes, and it's you've gotten through, and you've gotten through the lobby, and it's like, pick your tickets, and you're like, this is the moment, and I'll take 4 of like the nicely priced tickets, 295 please, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, and you press yes please, and then it says error, and you say no. No.
I wish that even happened to me. That did not even happen to me.
You got tickets, Farah. You got
from
tickets.
My sister, yeah.
So you're fine.
From my sister.
This is not
I wanted to be
relatable
the
you.
queen.
This is for the
Coldplay.
other 5 million people who are still waiting for tickets, and we're staring at our computers, and I'm trying to play it cool, but I'm on Tuesday right now trying to get tickets. I'm literally on it and saying they're gone, and I just want a ticket. I just want a ticket.
Guys, we need to save Casey. Whoever has a ticket, please let us know. We need to save Casey. It's fine.
It's just this whole thing. Like, why didn't they've just sent it all on one day, and I would just have had one day. So yesterday I was over it. Today I'm back in. I'm back in the game. I'm trying to get tickets.
You will get tickets. You will get tickets.
That. You will get tickets.
You will get a ticket. And you will get a ticket. And everybody's going to get a ticket. Well, why don't you sing us a song for Coldplay?
Yesterday, no, what is the one? It's like you try your best, but you don't succeed. That's me. That's me. No, that's Sandra. No. Did Sandra get a ticket?
Not yet.
Yeah,
Not yet. But she will get a ticket.
She will get a ticket. Sandra, you'll get a ticket.
Everyone's going to get a ticket. And you will get a ticket too, Casey. And everyone's going to get a ticket.
I saw Twinkle Stanley, the blogger. We've had her on the show. Love her, by the way. And she got 8 tickets. I was like, how did you get 8 tickets? It's so amazing. So, like, I do have hope. Yeah. And I really regret being so blasé about it yesterday. Look at that 621. I do have hope.
Oh my God. No. You will get tickets. I'm very sure of that. And you know what's even more annoying is that when I was in the queue, just like to give you guys just like a glimpse of how annoying the queue is, when I was in the queue and everyone was like, oh yeah, no, you are definitely gonna get tickets for sure, because I was
because you were down at the top. Yeah.
Yes, and I didn't.
Got one.
But I got one for my sister. So thank you, Queen.
Okie dokes, the drama continues today. It's Hunger Games vibes in Dubai, so may the odds be ever in your favor. And if you do get to the top of the queue, and you know me, can I please ask that you purchase, and you're only planning to get 2 tickets, can you just purchase 4 and I will buy them from you? At an inflated price, may I add, because can I just say, Farah and her sister, they got to the top of the queue and they only bought 2 tickets.
And she was at 100.
And you only bought 2 tickets.
I don't know why.
And Sandra beside you,
she didn't know.
screaming for tickets. And you could have been that person.
I wanted to get her tickets.
So if you know me or Sandra, we would like to go. So we will pay. I will pay an inflated price. Okay, let's move on from that drama. Get ready to level up your swag game because the Lovin merch drop is here. We've spoken about it before. There's mugs, there's notebooks, there's cool iconic hoodies which you can customize to the city of your choice, whether it's any of the Lovin cities in the region, and there are 22. So get your hands on the Lovin merch. You'll find a little merch sign on our website if you'd like to know more. Speaking of buying gifts, we bring you on to our next story. The gift of all gifts, the gift that every man and woman will try to beat out in future and will not be possible because a wife of a Dubai millionaire says that he has bought her an island. A lifestyle influencer shared a video where she said her husband bought her an island so that she can be comfortable in a swimsuit.
Well, that is honestly amazing. Goals, and according to the Economic Times, the island is at an undisclosed location in Asia, and it is worth a whopping of 183 million dirhams. You guys, it's a lot. It's an investment that they have been planning for a while.
So I'm sure you know this account. Her name is Sudi of Arabia. She's a very well-known blogger here in the region, and she regularly documents her amazing lavish life. And she also shows a bit of a tongue-in-cheek look at like the lifestyle that she lives. And we spoke to her about this because the story is going viral, and it's like, what's actually happening? Did you actually get an island for a gift? And she told us exclusively. She says, I mean, it's something we've been looking to invest in for a while. And they came back from Italy, and seeing how busy it was there, they wanted somewhere that they could both feel safe to relax, which was when Jamal, her husband, suggested, why not invest in our own island so that she can wear a bathing suit at the beach and be comfortable and not have to worry. And yes, we said, is it the best gift you've ever gotten? And she said, yes, by far, it has been my favorite gift. So leveling up once more, gifts from partners from one to the other.
An island?
An island?
I mean, Dubai women's standards are going to be skyrocketing high after this.
Well, and men's. And men's, yes, yes, because it was the man gifting the woman, but if you have the cash, nice nails, if you have the cash, you, like, if I had, I don't think, it doesn't need to be a man gives woman conversation. I think it's partner gives partner, because if I had the cash to buy my partner an island, I'd put it in my name and I'd hand it to them.
Oh yeah, see, that is very smart.
I mean, an island.
Of course, you're gonna put it in your name. Why would it put it in a man's name?
Well, it would be if I had the cash for an island. Like, no, if I was going to gift my partner something lavish, I would.
Yeah.
And I would expect the roles to be reversed if they could do the same thing. It just depends on what you've got.
But like, what if like you get him an island and then he doesn't get you something that you really wanted, or like
that's not what gifting's about.
Sorry.
But I don't think you're like that, because really? I think you're a generous person, and I like, if you're gifting, I assume you do it because it's for the person, not for what you're expecting back.
Of course, look, I gift for the reason of like gifting, you know, not for like the purpose of like getting something back in return. You know, I gift like if I want to gift someone, I will look like, okay, what is something that they would think is cute and that they would really like. But some people don't think that way. And I don't know why, like, I think I would not gift a man an island. I would not gift a man an island.
What if you were multi-billionaire? Now, you already had an island.
I like the imagination.
I don't know.
I like the imagination.
The jury is out on this one. But from the horse's mouth, this has happened. The playing field has been leveled up in terms of gifting your partner an island in an undisclosed location. Thank you for the tea, Sudi of Arabia, if you want to check out her Instagram or TikTok. It's 8:49 on Friday morning. We're so excited to run into the weekend. And speaking of running, next up, we're going to talk about Dubai's Women's Run 2024. The Empowering Women's Run is back, and we have the founder, the event organizer who's brought it all together, Dr. Harmeek Singh, joining us after this very short break. Do stay tuned. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. Today we have a very special guest, Dr. Harmeek Singh, founder of Plan B and co-founder of the GCC Menopause Summit. Dr. Harmeek is back with us to discuss today the upcoming Women's Run 2024 taking place at Expo City on Sunday, November 3. This is an amazing, empowering event all about bringing women together through fitness and community. Here to tell us all about it. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for coming back today.
Thank you for having me again.
Sorry to cut you off. Before anything, I want to ask, if let's say like a woman that has not been into any runs in her life, why should they actually go to this run?
I think it starts with our first step, and I believe that probably it is not unknown that we have to actually have a bit of love for ourselves. So I think it's to love yourself. You need to take your first step, and it's not about only fitness, it's about actually being in that sync. Because what I believe is running is another level of fitness, because it's just not your health about your body, but like your mental health as well. So I think anyone who has not ran or anyone who's not taken a step before, they should start. The first step leads to beautiful journeys.
Love that. And I have to say, this was the event, by the way, last year, and it really was, I guess you could say, a vibe of just positive energy. And it's become quite a key event on the calendar every year. It's the major women's only running event. But what inspires you to keep doing it? Do you see personal stories that you say, I want to make sure that this happens every year? What's your inspiration?
I think it's a passion-driven thing, and again, it has not something to do with that I organize this event. It's a whole lot of other people as well behind this as well. So since the time that probably this has been initiated, the kind of smiles, the kind of success story that I am being seen, it has become like a movement. And the movement with a platform like this is this strong that now the building is growing from vertical to the horizontal part. The stories that probably I may resonate is that Amira Jabber, who's the founder of Fit Moms for Today, having cancer survivors, cancer warriors to actually just come up and not being looking at a phase of their life to be over, but then again having a buddy, having somebody who actually just gets along with you to start running. And that's a way of living. I see that probably that changes a complete mindset, a complete story of somebody who needs to probably look at what's the next chapter. Maria Cristina, who's been somebody who has been sponsoring from the third world countries, a lot of students, a lot of people that probably also are part of it. We support her all those years. Last year, 20 conductors from Jeb School was a part of that as well. We brought in 20 women from rural India, from the villages of India, to run for the first time ever, actually being on an airplane for the first time as well. Wow. So that's the kind of things, and you're bringing the society to have an equation where everybody feels that they're equal. Women supporting women, there's a lot of things that probably that resonates with what I believe in and what my team and everybody believes in. So I think Women's Run is here to stay.
Well, you co-founded the first GCC summit regarding the menopause. So how does that relate to the Women's Run? And how does it support women in the different stages of their life?
So I would like to take the tag that's been given to me, man supporting women. So we have started this campaign, and this has actually been something being successful, with the fact that probably we have always been looking at what the world is going through, but then again, core issues. Like I've just been so happy and pleasantly looking at news that probably just comes up just a few days ago when we had the UN represented in UAE. We were talking about how gender equality is such a big thing, and we proposed and we are advocating for gender equality in this part of the world. Having a big corporate, every board member or at least one board member has to be a woman. So this actually just relates to what we have been like. In this part of the world, we learn a lot of things, and this is one thing that I've learned as well that was hidden. But then again, a woman-centric issues have never been discussed. The first GCC Menopause Summit is such a big thing for me as well, breaking stereotypes. When people don't talk about it, let men also talk about that. And this is something that also relates to when we talk about a woman's health, mental health as well in Women's Run. So it equates that the causes may be different, the platforms may be different, but then again, it's the women-centric issues that probably we do definitely back.
Waving the flag for men supporting women, I think, is so interesting. And when did you start that, and did you get any, I guess, eyebrow raises? Because if the conversations don't happen, no one says anything. But the awareness is so important. So I just wonder that when you started waving the flag, was there ever any pushback, or was it an easy avenue for you?
Anything that you probably start talking about which is not a norm, or which is not something people actually just understand or relate to, which is not something that probably people have been like looking at, that it's always been there. So breaking a stereotype has always been something that probably it's never going to be easy. But I think it is to do with that the position that I have come into. So I can speak my mind, I can talk about things, and things that probably I relate to. It's something that probably it's without a mask. So I did see that there was some reservations. People might probably just not like it. People might probably just have anything that they don't like to probably talk about it. But I think in a very humble way, they can't do that on my face anymore, so maybe behind my back.
And when you say the position you've come into, could you clarify what you mean by that?
I think a lot of years been done with the fact that probably when you create things that have been on a right track, then you have lesser people to actually oppose you. So I think that's where I believe that the right tracks and the right version has got a lot of people to support you as well. So it is turning up, and I'm so happy to see that a lot of men have actually put up their hand.
You know what, I love how humble you are in that response, but obviously as a visionary in leadership, what he's humbly saying is when you're a boss, you can make these, you can say things and hopefully that your company will get behind you, but you can make that when you've gotten yourself to a certain place in business.
I think it's to do also where you just mentioned as a boss, I don't think I'm a boss, I'm a leader. And a leader's responsibility is to form and build more leaders. And for that, you have to empower. And that begins with walking the talk. So this is where I believe that if I'm empowering my team, my people around me, that only just brings in with a lot of light, candles, lighting more candles.
Speaking of the run, some events can feel very exclusive and intimidating, specifically for beginners. So how can women of all backgrounds and fitness levels feel welcome?
See, we've had this thing by making this to grow and to reach out to the grassroots level. So all fitness groups, mostly in this part of the world, they have joined hands with us and looking at training camps that probably every week, like people like at the park, 5:30 groups, all the running groups are backing us up on this one to make sure that women are welcomed. Where women are not only welcome, but then again also to be somewhere down the line pushed that bring a buddy with you. Have this to be put across that probably this is something that you are doing. Trust me, what happens is that we are not looking at any influencers on this. Everybody is an influencer in this as well. Why? Because I believe when people relate to people around them, when they see, oh, if she can do it, I can do it as well. That is a more relevant portion for what I see that people have started to look at. And this is growing. And the welcome part about this is, it's not about how your body weight is right now, what your stamina is. It's just about the first step. And trust me, when you do that, you feel so good. It's a part of self-esteem. If you look at running, it's in a way hugging yourself. It's in a way making sure that probably when you feel that kind of a positivity with you're with yourself, and that's very important.
100% agree with you. You mentioned partnerships in terms of running clubs, but I also know that you've partnershiped with groups such as Heroes of Hope and Moms of Hope. Could you speak a little bit on that and why you've decided to create that partnership? We
have got a society where we actually just look at the headlines. We look at what we actually find. There's so much content these days. We talk about things that probably are maybe newsworthy. But what about the things that are not newsworthy? What about the things that people don't talk about, where like caregivers or things that probably have been a section of society that has not been looked upon? We want to have that with the objective for Women's Run is not limited. And again, I'm going to voice it out. It's just not a run. It's a movement. It's a community platform. So we'd like to see that all those platforms that probably have not been spoken about to be brought in front. And this is something that we believe that each year there are going to be additions and things that we can talk about.
I love that you've taken caregivers on board as a group that you just, I guess, want to raise a flag for and empower them with this. Yes. When did that start, and I guess what's the response been like? Because I can imagine that it must feel so uplifting for caregivers to see that they're being supported.
It has started like on our vision. We look at that we are always doing our homework on looking at what we can add on, because when you are actually in a way, let's look at gaming right now. So gaming, if you reach to a level, the next time you want to play, you want to go to the next level. So we're raising the bar. Each time we look at what sectors, how we can actually get more people to be a part of it. How do we actually have the messaging become more stronger so that it has been relatability for everybody from every corner of the society. So it started from past couple of years. We've been trying to do this and making sure that we are reaching out to the right people. And this happened so very easily when we were reaching out and they were open towards this. And now it is a good response because everybody's being represented. I spoke about the bus conductors. I spoke about the women from the villages, rural India, where they've not even worn shoes, proper shoes, running shoes. They were here to run. So we're trying to see that this has got that power, that kind of alignment, that it gets you into a self-belief, that also gets you into kind of a power position that, okay, I can do this. And you do not know, when you have a self-belief, magic happens.
Well, do you think that the fitness industry is doing enough for women of like with different body types, with and as well life stages?
I think fitness industry is in line with what is happening at the moment, with a lot of commercial side to it as well. But then again, has it been like looked upon as a clear understanding of what one needs to do? Because there's a lot of clutter over there as well. I think we need to probably do a little bit more with the counseling. We need to do a little bit more with the openness and making it welcoming for everybody to be a part of it. Also to look at the commercial side at times. You know, if a woman or we talk about anybody for that matter, if they do not earn a part of that where probably they can actually take care of themselves, I think they have a right to do that as well. So I think we need to be a little bit more open towards looking at having an openness towards having all those people to be a part of this as well.
So interesting that you say that, because we know that the Power Hour brings great energy from university students. So how do we make sure that it's open to all ages, for example, older women or people who haven't ran before?
I just mentioned that earlier, that all our running groups, they are working as passionately as they can every weekend, every week, that they have running groups from all age groups to be a part of it, and they're training, and I see a lot of happy faces, and a lot of content that comes to us is like very heartwarming and it is only an indication that we are on the right track.
So that's, I guess, the preparation process, is get involved in these running groups now, once or twice a week, or do you have, how many times do I need to run to prepare myself?
That's available on our channels, and I think that there are special sessions now been held, because as we are just a few days away from the run. But I think it also begins with the fact that you do not need any trainers. It's something that you can begin on your own. The easiest way of getting yourself into the fitness part is running, is jogging. Put your headphones on and go on. Nobody stops you.
Well, what is like your long-term vision for the women's run? Like, where do you see it continuing to empower women in the UAE and maybe some other countries?
So, women's run, if you might relate to it, it is not limited to a city anymore. We're not only just looking at Dubai, but again, women's run has become like a plan that we are already looking at going regional in talks. So maybe next year I'm going to be again sitting on the seat telling you about what editions we have had. So I think you will be hearing things about the regional part, but also we're looking at collaborating with international runs and looking at where we can actually position ourselves, making sure that this is a movement that is growing, and collaboration may also just look at this as an international feature.
Speaking about a movement that's expanding, I know that every year there's differences and changes, and this year there's an anthem. Can you speak a little bit about that? I wish we could play it, but we don't have the capabilities on the show, but we could play it after maybe.
Yeah, no, thank you for reminding me on that, because that's something that has been a massive addition to us, because I've been listening to it every day morning. So it is an anthem that we have from our cultural ambassador, Ahmed Al-Hassani, who has been very kind to lend his voice as an Emirati singer. And I think that's where probably men supporting women part comes into play. And he was so excited about this as well. It is going into a good vibe with everybody to probably pick it up. And again, I think an anthem gives you a kind of a relatability that the event is just not an event. It's a way of living. So that's what we have got. She shines and she does.
Oh, I like that.
She certainly does. It's one step, it's a smile, it's a movement, it's more than a run. It's happening on November 3rd at Expo City, Dubai Women's Run 2024. Thank you so much for the lowdown, and we hope to see you there.
You have to be. Thank you. Thank you for having me. And again, looking forward for Lovin Dubai team and everybody else listening to us or seeing us today. Be there.
I certainly will be. Definitely get down, get your tickets. It's the run of the year for women in Dubai and across the region. So definitely get your tickets now. That brings us to the end of our show on this Friday morning. Thank you both for being here. And we'll see you on Monday morning. Bye-bye.